This is my review of the Victorinox Huntsman. I was inspired to buy this particular model of Victorinox based on a video I saw of all the things you can do with some of the tools. These were tools that a lot of my other knives didn't have. This Huntsman has all the tools they used in that video. I'll put the link in the description. And some of the tools they use are ones that people dismiss as being unimportant, but they turn out to be some of the most useful. I spread this out here to make it a little easier because this is a 4-layer knife and it takes a while to pull some of these out. It has, of course, the main blade, which you always see. This is a 91 millimeter. It has a can opener, which can open cans, or it also has a small either flathead or Phillips driver you can use on the end of it. You have the cap lifter, which also has a larger flathead drive up here, which you can use for flathead screwdrivers, or you can use it as a pry tool. You also have a little notch for wire stripping. You have scissors, which are well renowned as being some of the best in the industry. And you have a secondary knife, which is nice. Some people keep it as a reserve in case they don't want to wear out the main one. Some people use it instead of the main one so they don't wear out the main one. So each person's different. Close all this down. Now, some of the tools they use the most in some of these videos were actually on the back side. One of them is the screw, well, what do they call it? The screw tool, but I know it's used for opening up wine bottles. The most common thing they used this for was for undoing knots. But this little hook can be hooked to almost anything. Once you see that video that I link in the description, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There's tons of things you can use this for. You also have at the end here, if I can get it out, this is the hardest one to get out. This is what they call the parcel hook. This was originally used to hold parcels that had this brown twine around it that would dig into your hands. But there are tons of uses for this. From lifting up, if you're camping, lifting up hot pots that are on a fire and so forth, and a bunch of other uses too. And then you also have, if I can get it out here, this one's harder to get. This little awl, which it has a little hole. You can put thread through it. You can use it for sewing, or you can just use it for punching holes in belts or whatever. All of these tools on one knife is extremely good to have. There's lots of different variations of Victorinox. Some of them have 20 layers or whatever. I mean, you can get really crazy with these. But this one is probably the best combination of tools into one knife. The one thing some people would argue is not that useful is going to be the saw, which is only useful for outdoors. But once you see the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of different things you can do with this knife, and this combines pretty much every tool they use in that video. Anyhow, thanks a lot.